definitely feels great when people love your work and they appreciate it, and they are vocal about it, that they've liked the film and liked your work in it. So yes, every compliment technically is the most special, because as an actor you wait for those, and when it comes genuinely from people, then it means a lot. But I think, if I have to rate, then probably one of the best was from Praveen Tambe, when he was watching the film, and at the end of the film he said, please don't mind me saying this, but or please don't misunderstand me when I say this, but I didn't see you in the film, I saw myself. So, and I think that, for me, is the biggest compliment, when the person who is watching himself on screen sees him and not the actor. So yeah, I think that is probably the best compliment for Praveen Tambe. Well, thank you for you know the compliment. I have been a part of some really interesting films and worked with some of the best in the industry, and I've been very fortunate. As far as getting my due is concerned, I don't know. I don't want to sound too pompous or immodest. I have been very fortunate coming from a very humble middle class background. I never imagined myself to be a part of the Hindi film industry, and to top that, to play the lead in Hindi films, and the films again working big time at the box office. So I've been very fortunate. I have got, you know, probably more than what I asked for. Sometimes, I guess, even sometimes more than what I deserved. But as an actor, I definitely feel there's a lot more that is there to be explored and exploited, from me as an actor. So, yes, in that respect, I think I'm not done. I also treat every film of mine as my first film, and I try and give it my best there. So yeah, as an actor, I guess, uh, I still have to do a lot of things before I really settle down at the young age of maybe 95. Yes, my aunts have been a part of the industry, but that is not how I got into this. I got into it purely because I started doing theater and I got noticed doing some plays. That my work got me more work, and that is how I uh, got here. In fact, that the fact that they were part of the industry was, for the longest time, not even on my mind. Although I really respected and appreciated their work, and whenever we used to go to their place as kids, I used to always admire, and I used to be in awe of them. And wow, they're part of Hindi films, and they're also playing leads in some Marathi films and some Hindi films. So yes, and that somewhere also was responsible for the aspiration that I had for the industry. But having said that, I think, I just tried to carve my own niche, like you said, in whatever way possible. There could have been certain mistakes that I must have done, but I guess everybody does certain mistakes, so I'm okay, and I have no regrets whatsoever. I have learned from my mistakes. Some I have rectified, some probably I'm not able to. But yes, I've tried to carve a niche of my own in whatever way possible. If I have been successful, then great. If not, I'll keep trying. Well, Deepti, and my story has been pretty unique. She was the GS of a college. I had just started doing TV. One of my shows got popular. The character got popular, and I was invited. That's when I went there to her college, my first ever event as a quote unquote celebrity. And that's where I met her for the first time. And देखा जो तुझे यार दिल में बजी गिटार. So that happened, and yes, and I didn't really waste any time. Fourth day after meeting her, I quickly proposed and I said, I want to get married to you. Obviously, she took her time. She took nice 4 years before we got married. But I was very sure of who I wanted to get married to. And in fact, the reason she took time was because she was supposed to go out of the country for further studies, but because of certain problems, certain issues, she couldn't go. So, yeah, that's when, we actually got a little more serious about the relationship. And eventually, after 4 years, she probably felt that, okay, इसका ज़्यादा कुछ हो नहीं सकता, इतना ही होगा. So, and then she decided to get married. Then, yeah, she's the only girl I dated, the only one I married. Well, Adya has started watching certain songs and certain scenes from her films now. Um, till she's 4 years old and she doesn't really have the patience to sit across the entire film. So, bits and pieces is what she watches. Sometimes, she comes on the set and see me work. So yeah, she's getting used to the idea that her dad is an actor and he appears on TV and films and things like that. So she's getting used to it. Right now, she's not reacting too much to it unless it's a song and she dances on it. And there was a time when she used to feel every hero is her father and said, Dada, you're dancing. So whether it is Shah Rukh Khan or Akshay Kumar, the moment she would see him, anyone on screen, she would say, Dada, you're dancing. And she would start dancing. So, but yeah, now she's getting used to the idea of me being an actor, and she has now started watching a little more of my scenes and my songs than what she used to do earlier. I was honestly pleasantly surprised at the way Kangna works as a director. Very, very sorted, very, very clear about what she wants from her actors, from that particular sequence, the way she wants to convey a particular message. Especially, how she comes in very politely and quietly. She just tells you, Sir, itna karna. Yahi karna. The way she explains it is very interesting. So yeah, she makes her actors comfortable, and she gives them their freedom to do certain things. So I really loved working with her. I hope she keeps directing films because I think she'll do some phenomenal work. Just the way she has done with her acting career all these years, and she keeps doing that with every new film. There's a new Kangna that you get to see. So yeah, I just hope she continues to direct films and continues to cast me in them. Thank you.